is on the right.
So given this is a coffee plantation, I have extremely high hopes for the iced coffee. Let's take a taste.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
We start off today's video in Antigua, Guatemala. Antigua, once the capital of the then Kingdom of Guatemala, which included the current states of Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, as well as the state of Chiapas, which is now located in Mexico. Established in 1549, Antigua, or as it was originally called Santiago de los Caballeros, was the third capital of the kingdom after the original two capitals were deserted for indigenous uprising and an ayha, which is a type of mudflow respectively. It remained the capital until 1776, when following the brutal Santa Marta earthquakes of 1773, the Spanish crown ordered the capital to be relocated to a safer location. This new capital became the modern-day Guatemala City. After the near total abandonment of Santiago de los Caballeros, and given the extensive damage, those in Guatemala started to refer to it as La Antigua Guatemala, or the Old Guatemala in English. It's this abandonment and its comparative age to the new city of Guatemala, from which the modern-day city eventually lost its original name and became known as Antigua as we know it today.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm here in the beautiful Antigua, Guatemala. Just about to head out for the day. It's my second day here, my first full day. I've had a bit of a slow start today. It's 11:15. I'm just about to do a quick gear check, make sure we've got everything that we need for the day. So let's see what I'm bringing. So as you can see, my bag that I got, my rather swanky bag, if I say so myself. And inside the bag, we have my jacket. It actually can surprisingly get a little bit nippy here at night. Got my gimbal, of course. Necesito some nuts, some snacks that I overpaid for. It's got a mix of everything. Pistachios, almonds, cashews, macadamias. These are like a sweet nut that they kind of coated here, and frijoles, these type of beans, like dried beans. A small little bag, and my bottle of water. And in here, I know for a fact, I've got my battery charger. So that should be everything. Let's head out. One last thing before I go, I'm currently wearing flip-flops. Let's change that real quick. Change your footwear. Accomplished. So as we walk past this beautiful church on the left-hand side, we are walking towards one of the most famous attractions here in Antigua. It's just around this corner here. Can you guys guess what it is yet? I'm sure you can, especially if you've been here before, but yeah, the view can be quite spectacular. It's a bit foggy today, so it might not be so great, but let's check it out. So as you can see, hopefully, behind me, as I turn this corner, the super famous El Arco de Santa Catalina. At least, that's what I think it is. I probably butchered the pronunciation. Let's go take a look. So this is quite well known for those of you who know anything about this place, Antigua. I'm sure many of you have been here before, but it's pretty beautiful. It spans the entire street, and behind it you might be able to see in the distance that kind of chamfered diagonal. That is a volcano, not just any volcano. It's Volcán de Agua. As you can see here behind the fence, some kind of, I don't know, nativity scene. El Santrin decreta la muerte de Jesús. Flagellation. Yeah, so it's going through the, if you can see over there, the whole story. I can't get the shot, but you'd have to believe me over there. You can just about see it. Jesus carrying the cross. So yeah, I guess it goes through the whole kind of story of Jesus. Probably not from birth, because it doesn't seem to be particularly long for that, but yeah, long enough. The persecution of Christ.
You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
So you got groups of tourists queuing up for photographs, and I don't blame them. So as we approach the main plaza, Central Park here in Antigua, you will notice it's extremely touristic, and there's a good reason for that, because it is bloody beautiful. It's like San Cristobal, for those of you who watched that video. Check it out on my channel. Yeah, it's like San Cristobal, but on steroids. So the one thing you'll notice when you're walking around Antigua is the amount of churches / cathedrals. It is quite staggering how many there are here. I'll put the exact number on your screen now.
So this ended up biting me in the arse. I found this one piece of information saying that there are over 30, which isn't really that useful. There could be 31 or 301, so this just sets the minimum. One other question worth answering is what constitutes a church? Do we include ruins? And where do the other religious buildings, such as convents and monasteries, come into it? All interesting questions for sure. So if you guys know in the comments, please do let me know, because it's an interesting comment for sure. Short of me going back to Antigua and counting them myself, I don't think I'll be getting a definitive answer anytime soon unless someone there knows or can point me in the right direction. Any help is appreciated.
And the amount of churches that you see is incredible. I guess they had nothing better to do back then than build churches / cathedrals, but I'm glad they did, because they are super picturesque. Part of the magic with places like this that I've noticed in a lot of Mexico, Cuba, a lot of the old Spanish Empire, if you will, is a lot of the magic is hidden inside doors like this. Okay, maybe not that door in particular. So we've got the pigeons out in force today.
Shall we speak, my friend?
And in the distance, flocks of the buggers. So you've got to love the artistic values that I guess the ancestors of, I guess, all of us had. There's very similar statues to this in the UK as well. I guess it's that period of time where, you know, you have cherubs peeing from the fountain, or in this case, hopefully you can see, yeah, you've got women's breasts coming out of water. So very interesting, very cool. So we're on a bit of a mission, ladies and gents. We've got about a half an hour walk in front of us, and we are going to a place called Finca Philadelphia, which, to my knowledge, is like a cafe, but apparently the coffee is really good. I asked the chap at the hostel in reception, and that's what he said to go, so we're on our way. As I said, we get to see some more of the city. Half an hour walk, should be good fun. Let's check it out. One of the reasons I like going in blind to places like this is because if you don't really know where you're going, you just bump into awesome things like this. Check out this facade. And you can see some kind of ruins in behind there. Super awesome, super detailed. Very nice. Target acquired, ladies and gents. A potential good boy in our midst. I'm actually super excited to try the food here as well. So I've had about 4 or 5 meals here in Guatemala, all of which have been divine. And one of the best things about kind of traveling is the fact that you get to explore different cuisines, different cultures, and the food, man. Food, oof, very tasty indeed. Why is it every single time, as soon as I turn my camera off, like I stop recording, can't squeeze through here. Every single time I turn my camera off, someone gives me a wave. God damn it, it's just my luck. San Felipe de Jesus. Look, the white paint. They have it here too. I'm not sure what that's painted. That telephone pole. I guess the guy got carried away. I reckon the guy who paints these gets paid by pole / tree. Scott's right. This is cool. Look at that. Spar in the background. Super sweet. I can see why most people take an Uber or a tuk-tuk. It's not the longest of walks by any stretch, but you could do this so much easier by using no petrol. There seems to be Pepsi here more than Coke. Well, here's that church. Super pretty.
Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.
So not only are the people working, again, it looks like a new drainage / sewer system. Yachts, they're working as well. They are big buggers. Is it the soldier ants? These bigger ones right here? I don't know if you can see that. I'm pointing here. It's there's loads of them. They picked up a smoking habit as well. Naughty naughty. They're everywhere. As you can hear, they are worshipping in there, singing songs of praise, I would imagine. So we're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go down this this road here. It's 3 minutes away, supposedly. So I'm actually looking for some more jewellery for just for gifts and that sort of stuff. And I see jade being advertised a fair bit here, so maybe that's the regional precious, semi-precious stone. See, there's even more jade there. Interesting.
So let's talk about jade. The word jade comes from the Spanish piedra de hallada. When they encountered the New World natives, they saw stones of different hues adorned on the native inhabitants, which they seemed to revere. Jade refers to two main minerals, nephrite and jadeite. Both are made up from different chemical compositions and crystalline structures, and as such can be distinguished from each other. On the Encyclopedia Britannica's website article regarding jade and how to tell them apart, the following differences have been noted, and I quote, "The two different types of jade, when worked and polished, can usually be distinguished by their appearance alone. The fine lustre of polished nephrite is oily rather than vitreous, glassy, while that of jadeite is the reverse." End quote. The jade I saw came in many colours, some of which I didn't even know existed. White and pink, known as lavender, jet black, and the usual green with its many stages of transparency and variations of texture as well. There are other colours such as reddy brown or blue jade, but from memory I didn't see any of this while in Guatemala. Interesting stuff for sure.
And on the left, Mercado. Or as they say it, Mercadito. Small market. I love it. Got these long-legged birds that they had in like Yucatan. I see ya. I see ya.
Your destination is on the right.
No guns. So we finally made it. Had a really nice chat with the security guard. Such a nice guy. Don't know what to expect. They've got a restaurant, coffee tours, amongst other things. We'll just see, have a look, and yeah. I can imagine it's going to be quite expensive. This is not the cheapest place to be a tourist, that is for sure. But yeah, let's go. Let's explore. I won't be breaking that speed anytime soon. I don't know, I could be mistaken, but I think these are coffee beans. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure they are. This complex is huge. That, to me, ladies and gentlemen, looks like a coffee shop. Win-win. Let's have a quick gander at the menu. Oof. Just as I thought, expensive. Should get some cocoa plants. So I'm just scanning the menu again while waiting for someone to See me to a table. I have no idea what this is. Keeping. So I've just seen myself down. The staff are quite busy by the looks of it, and I imagine I can just wave them over when I've decided what I want to eat. It's really, really pretty here. Super, super beautiful. The views are fantastic. Buildings are quality. Hopefully food is as well. So given this is a coffee plantation, I have extremely high hopes for the iced coffee. Let's take a taste. Yeah, that's good. I'm not a I'm not a coffee connoisseur by any stretch of the imagination. That's pretty good. It's not mind-blowing, but it's very good. It's not that bitter. I'm pretty sure I asked with it with ice, to be fair. Oh well, still pretty good. So the milk came. Oh yes. Beautiful. So the food's arrived, ladies and gentlemen. This is pepina? Pepina? I'm not sure, I've actually forgotten what it is right away, but it comes with a tamal, which is delicious, I love that. Arroz, the rice here, and then the dish itself, so, and some spicy sauce. Let's tuck in. Just about to try the tamale to start off with. Looks real good. That's great tamale, wow. It's nice and sweet. I think it's just the vegetable one. It's got some herbs, some leaves in it. Let's try the main dish itself. I don't know what the technique is for this. I'm just going to dunk the rice in like that. If you know how this is supposed to be eaten if you're Guatemalan and you're cringing at this, please forgive me. Wow. This is really good. It's got some beef in there, some vegetables, potatoes, some broth. Gorgeous. I'm just going to try some of the picante, some of the spicy sauce they gave me. Put it on the tomato. Let's take it for a spin. It's got a kick to it, that's for sure. Oh god. The taste is great. That's near the border of my highest threshold of spiciness. It's very tasty. My nose is starting to run. I think this is 90 quetzales, which is about £9.50. No, about £8.50. It's just under a tenner, so I believe. While it is quite a lot for food anywhere really, especially for a meal, it's definitely worth it. The views are beautiful. You've got the volcano in the distance, the mountains surrounding, beautiful trees. It's a very nice place to be. And the food is very good. I've been extremely impressed with the food in Guatemala. I don't think I've eaten one thing that's bad. So, hats off to all the chefs in Guatemala. You're doing your country proud, that's for sure. As you can see, I've demolished all of the food. I'm now going to order a piece of the coffee cake. Again, I got high hopes for that as well. If the desserts are half as good as the main courses, then I'll be happy bunny. And check this out, guys. Got some aguilas, eagles behind me. I saw a massive one just fly in front of me as well a few minutes ago. This place is awesome. So the cake has come, ladies and gents. Check that bad boy out. Oh yeah. First bite of pastel de café, coffee cake. It looks bloody delicious. And the wind's picked up as well, so it was actually blowing the table about. Oh, that is good. It's so moist. Wow. That's probably the most like succulent piece of cake I've had in my entire life. Let's have one more. Very good. It's not overly coffee flavored. It's definitely there, but it's not subtle, but it's not overpowering. Really, really tasty. All right, I'll scoff this, and we'll head on. So I've just finished eating my dessert. Very scrumptious indeed. And I was checking out the furniture. Have a look, guys. It's an old wagon wheel. How cool is that? All the furniture is really cool. Very old, I would imagine. I guess you could say it was a Antigua. I'll show myself out, guys.
Check out this friggin' toilet, man. It's got a chandelier in there. My god. This has got to be one of the best toilets I've ever been to in my entire life.
So just finished having some scrumptious food. And yeah, gonna walk around the plantation for a bit more. There's a lovely little church being over here. Beautiful scenery. Let's check it out. Shame we can't go that way. So I really thought that, given the kind of the climate here, I know it's a bit hotter than San Cristobal, but I didn't expect there to be as much wildlife that constantly seems to want to attack me. It's different. That is, the animals that are attacking me. There's some like beetle things that have been attacking me all the way through me trying to eat that food, so that was interesting. It's not mosquitoes though. It's not mosquitoes. These ones are probably about that big. Yeah, I guess they just love me over here so much. I don't know what it is. I don't know if my skin attracts them or I give off a lot of heat. I don't know. If any of you guys are wizards in terms of insects and the law of attraction, let me know. I'd be interested to find out. Ah, cool, there's an eagle up there. If you guys can see that. So for those of you who are interested, meal I had, including the drink, so the pepian, the main dish I had, the iced latte, or the iced coffee, and the tart. All of that was 170.5 quetzals, including a 15% tip. So for those of you who are math wizards, you can work out the cost of the food. I think it was 90 for the main, 25 for the coffee, and I think 40 for the dessert. So overall, I think it's about £16, £17, something like that. So it wasn't the most inexpensive meal I've ever had. Sometimes you really do pay for what you get, and the food was particularly great. The setting as well, can't really complain. As a bit of a one-off, I don't mind treating myself. Sí, bueno.
¿Está la campana?
No, gracias. Tengo muchas cosas, sí, mi bolsa, sí.
Está lleno.
Sí, es mucho. Sí, quiero todo, pero no tengo espacio. Hola, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, bienvenido, mucho gusto.
Thank you very much,
Una
gracias.
cosita, vas a verte camisa.
Sí, pero no tengo mucho espacio, amigo. Sí, yo bajé mucho tiempo y tengo muchísimas cosas.
Hasta ahora vienes acá.
Aquí por 2 días.
2 días.
Sí, Antigua, pero bajé por 7 meses.
7 meses.
Sí, mucho tiempo. Mi bolsa
7
es...
meses Antigua.
No, solo en Guatemala 5 días.
5 días.
Sí, pero yo aquí por 2 semanas y yo regresar a México.
¿De dónde eres?
Escocia.
Escocia.
Sí, sí.
¿Cuándo vas para Escocia?
Otra vez, por favor, mi español es malo.
¿Cuándo regresas a Escocia?
Probablemente julio.
Ajá. Pero ahora vives en México.
Sí, yo voy a regresar por 6 meses más.
Ah,
Y cuando mi visa 9 terminar, yo regresar a Escocia por... Sí, necesito trabajo. mi dinero es... mucho tiempo paje, es muy caro.
¿Qué trabajas en Escocia?
¿Construcción?
¿Construcción?
Sí,
Ah,
sí, mucho gusto.
vaya
Suerte.
bien, cuídate. Hasta luego.
Look at that fluffer. She must be roasting all that fur. So I've just managed to pick up this sweet lighter. Can I get it to focus? Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think it's resin. It says Guatemala on the side. Yeah, really well made. Really well made. And it comes with a lighter already. Oh cool, you can actually see how they've made it. They've used I can't get it out, but can you guys see in there? It's like a bit of plastic that they've used. The focus will allow me to show you guys. You can just about see in there, hopefully. Yeah, there's some writing in there, so pretty cool. 15 quetzales. It's just over £1. The craftsmanship kind of goes into something like that, and they only charged me 15 quetzales, which isn't very much. So, yeah. Let's have a quick look. So let's get onto it. See. Drainage. Reminds me of home. We have a good boy. One of my gripes with this gimbal, it's not so much the gimbal itself, but it's the software. Why, Jiyun, I don't know how to pronounce it, why, the manufacturers of the name, why do I have to connect to the internet, turn location on, and use Bluetooth? Tell me why. Tell me why. And then when you go onto it and you're connected, you can turn off the Wi-Fi connection or the cellular connection and the location. So why do you need it in the first place? Makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is because it's like an anti-spoof or like an anti-piracy thing that they do. Maybe they need that to verify it's a legitimate device and not just connected by some weird mumbo-jumbo Bluetooth technology that I have no idea about. Again, I'm not a tech person at all. I've got the zeroest of ideas. That is the only thing I can think of. Again, why? Tell me why. We're going to take a slightly different route back. Down that hill there. Check out that landscape. Super pretty. And the volcano. So, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you. Muchas gracias. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. It is good fun creating kind of content. Yeah, it's not the best. Is it the most informative? No. Do I wing 95% of everything I've done? Yes. Will I change? Who knows? But one thing I do need to do is get more efficient at actually editing. So it takes me absolutely ages to edit. And you guys can be the judges for yourselves. How effective I am as an editor. I'm not the best, that's for sure. Admittedly, I have just started, so there's always room for improvement. However, yeah, I wish I could get a bit speedier. If I kept the same quality and just got a bit faster, I'd be happy. If any of you guys got any tips or tricks or anything like that to improve my speed, let me know. Maybe one of the things I could do to be a bit more consistent is film loads of my footage, you know, as I go along in my journey, and then when I'm back in Mexico and I've got some more time, just spend like 2 or 3 days non-stop or even more just to edit all my footage, and then instead of releasing it all at once, maybe I'll release it, I don't know, 1 video a week, something like that, and then that'll give me a chance to film more content, do the same again, edit it, and I should average out to maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. Maybe. I don't know. I try to capture the that tuk-tuk with the green, with the capture mode, but it didn't work. Across the road. I wonder if there were pigeons before the Europeans got here. Interesting. Is that the same ruins? Yeah, that's different. That's so cool. I wonder what the history is behind all this. Is that headless? Is that a headless? Yeah. That statue's been well and truly beheaded. Very interesting place, for sure. I wish I knew more about it.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching, it really means a lot. I know this one was a bit more rambly, if that's even possible, and a bit longer than normal, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video, and I'd really appreciate any and all feedback. Once again, I've been Albion, I'll see you lot in the next one.